Hey, welcome back to another edition of the Gargoyles Den Diecast. I'm Gargoyle, of course, and we're back for another Supervan Sunday, 1975 Hot Wheels Supervan. This one was a Super Chrome's California Cruisin'. It's a black wall, so it will stay a black wall. It's not going to get red lines on it. And because it's a black wall, I don't mind doing a custom on this one. So we're going to do a color variation of the Flames Supervan. For those who don't understand what I'm talking about, there were different color variations. There was black with the red and yellow flames, which was the most popular. There was the Super Chromes with the red and yellow flames. There was white with red and yellow flames. And there's also another Supervan that has an actual ball flame on the side that says Supervan on it. And that's another one we're going to be doing here in the next couple weeks. I've got the decals for that one also. But this one is going to be a color variation. The flames are black. So I don't know if we're going to do chrome or if we're going to go with silver, looking at how bad this body is. I'm guessing it's probably going to be silver. But let's go ahead and get it torn apart and broken down and see how bad this body is and see where we're going to go from there. So we're going to start out here by making our little dimple marks so that our drill bit doesn't wander when we drill the posts. It was a little off center, but I think it'll be okay. One of the great things about the Supervans is that the front post is nice and wide, and so is the back one in the opposite direction. So yeah, it's pretty hard to mess them up too bad. Now that's not to be said on most red lines. And because they are so big, I drilled in deeper than I normally do, just for ease. Oh. Alright. Yeah, it's all the way down. Next size up. Take off the extra ring. And when you do this, remember, you're only taking off that extra little ring. You don't want to dig into your base. So yeah, right there you can see I got the ring off. After that, I was going to start digging in the base. I don't want to dig into the base. Just like that. It's perfect. Set those off to the side. Apart. And see, this is where I was talking about is a good thing on this base. I skipped off the side on the front of it, but we've got all this base to go into. So what I'm going to do is actually good that you guys actually see this, so people understand how to do this. You're going to take and file this down to flat, and then you're going to be able to recenter it. There you go. You see where it skipped off the center? Hey, sounds like another project in my dehydrator is done. Let's see here. Flip it back. Get an angle a little bit. Okay. There we go. Now, I'm going to take this over to the drill press and drill this before I go any farther and make sure I don't have to do any repair on this. This can be repaired if it has to be. But we'll see if we can go ahead and get that drilled out without having to do any repairs on it yet. I'll be right back. And I'm back, and I'll show you here. It came out perfect. That right there is exactly why you invest the $80 or $90, whatever it is, to get you a hobby drill press if you're going to do this hobby and be serious about it. Because yeah, I could just ruin that whole thing right there by keep trying to hand drill it or whatever, instead of using that drill press. Drill press made it so much easier. And there we go. That should made up again, no problem, nice and flat. Yep. There we go. And that's ready to be off to the regurgitation juice. Actually, I think I'm just going to use an abrasive wheel on it. And this, we need to get rid of these old wheels. There we are. We're going to toss this in the 50-50 mixture of lime away and water for approximately 4 minutes. Then we'll take it back out and shine it up. We toss this into the zip degreaser so it can be soaking for a little while. Toss these in the garbage. Let's go ahead and switch over to the abrasive wheel, see how we can do with it. Now, in interest of time, I will bring the 50-50 mixture of lime away and water over here, toss this into. That way we can keep an eye on it while we're doing the body of it. The CLR or lime away, whichever you use, is reusable. You can reuse it quite a few times before you have to replace it. So go ahead and set that up here so I have a little room to work. And let's go ahead and see what we can do here with the Dremel tool and the abrasive wheel. Alright, as you can see, I got the majority of the stuff off. Now I'm going to go over it with the wire brush attachment. And then after that, we'll go to a polish. Actually, I may do one more abrasive wheel after the wire wheel. See how it looks as far as scratches. It's been there long enough now. You can tell it's just starting to get dark in this back side. That's the point that, you know, you've gone not necessarily too far, but definitely far enough. I'm going to go rinse this in water to get the acid off of it. Otherwise, the acid will keep eating away at it. So I'm going to go rinse it off. Be right back. Alright, and we're back. We can get this out of the way. Alright, as far as the body goes, I think that's about as good as we're going to get it for now. I think it's probably going to be good enough. It's just a matter of whether I want to polish it or if I want to paint it silver. I think we're going to try and polish it first and see how that comes out. Let's go ahead and get this base cleaned up. Take and rinse this off in here. Do the same with this. wash them off and scrub them a little bit, and I will be back momentarily. Here we go. And while we're at it, bring out the gauzy. There we go. All right. It's a little beat up. $2,000 wet dry sandpaper, just so you guys know. All you're trying to do is get this level, not necessarily get all the scratches out. You just want it smooth as much as you can. You're not going to get it clear see-through. But once you gloss that, it'll be great. Let's go ahead and open our dustbuster here. Move over our other project that we got going on. Take a dip. Da-dip. Make off the excess, shake it off, and then touch the corners. So, like that. Now, I just leave it lay sideways. Some people tip it upside down. I leave it lay sideways, that way you don't have any of the extra gauzy running back onto it or whatever from those corners. They continue to wick away. Close our dust bunny buster cover. And on to the next step. Which, of course, is one of my favorites. It's time to bring out the flits. Time for a new bonnet. We have to do that on this one. Matter of fact, we will. We'll go ahead and do this base with this one, and then I'll put a new one on for the body itself. Go ahead and give this a dip in the degreaser. And take this and rinse it off the water, and that's what we have. There's that. Go ahead and switch to one of these wheels. Now this is a different type of wheel than what I was using. There's my pliers there. Now the wheel that I was using is one of these. And these are great because the plies in them allow you to get into nooks and crannies. Well, obviously I'm doing the body now. There's not really any nooks and crannies on this body, so I can use the solid one. And you can find these a lot easier than these, and a lot cheaper. But just because it's cheaper doesn't mean it's cheap out. You use whatever it takes to get the job done. Let's take another dip. I don't always show how many times the car goes through the degreaser when I'm doing it. You know, most people don't need to know that. Yeah, gets washed 4, 5, 6 times sometimes. Kind of depends on my OCD, on how many times I do it. Make sure we got the roof lines cleaned out here. See how it came out here. I think this body actually came out really nice considering how bad it was when we started. It's hard to believe considering the 36 coupe that I just did had a couple black spots on the roof that were just impossible to get out, so I ended up having to spray with a silver base coat. But yet this one that had marks all over it actually came out pretty decent. And it's going to have the decals on both sides anyway, so yeah, you're not going to see anything. So yeah, this is all set and ready to go. And there I just jinxed myself, folks. Still debating whether to paint silver or if I want to leave it this chrome color. I think chrome would look cool with the black, but yeah, let's go with it. We're going to go with the chrome. And here I'm just getting the base ready for the wheels. Turned out the back set of wheels, I don't know if these are for a dragster or something, but they were just too skinny, so I had to make an actual axle for the back. Stuff, and yeah, then you got to worry about gluing your wheels. Like I said, that's one thing I don't have time for. I don't take the chance of gluing wheels. I had too many problems in the past when I first started this, before I learned different tricks and stuff with glued wheels. Oh, no, I don't have that problem anymore. Put our quick set activator, couple drops. Get this at Hobby Lobby. It's Bob Smith Industries activator. And then I just put it in a little dropper bottle, little needle dropper bottle. You can order those off Amazon, where I got mine. And there we go. Use a pair of handy dandy open hands. Suggest everybody to have a couple pairs of those. Because yeah, they definitely come in handy. Especially at times like this. Off to the dehydrator. Get the water out from underneath the decals, and after that I'll do gloss. After that, come back and reassemble and do a reveal. Stay tuned. And here we are back from putting the gloss coat over the flames. Hope you like it, because it's not staying that way. Yep, that's right, folks. I'm not happy with it. If you haven't spotted it yet, I'll get a close-up here for you and show you exactly what I'm talking about. Because yeah, this one is an epic fail. Right here is the best part where you're going to see it. Let me angle it this way so you can actually see it in the light. And there you can see it right there perfectly. See the shadow line right here from where I put the decals on. I should have glossed the bare metal before I put them on. But honestly, not only that, but now that I look at them, the decals with the clear spot, I think it would have looked better if I would have done an actual color underneath the decal. That way the color came through and made the flames look like they were two colors instead of just the one. But yeah, this is the main reason I'm doing it, was because that there's no way to fix that. You know, I should have glossed it beforehand, or I'm not sure if it was the Microset and Microsol that did this, maybe? Or if it was maybe the IPA when I wiped it down with the isopropyl alcohol, maybe that did it. So, either way, it's going to get redone. So, this one is an epic fail. I'm still going to post this. We'll consider it a learning video. Hopefully, you guys learn from my mistakes and my misery and don't do the same crap that I did. So, expect to see this one here again in the next week or two get totally redone again. Well, I guess we don't have to totally redo it. The base and everything came out. Wheels are fine. We're just going to have to give it a new paint job. So maybe it'll be a little shorter video. Until then, that's it for this one. And give me a like, give me a subscribe if you so choose. And by all means, feel free to share with other members of the community. Until next time, that's all, folks. Bye now.